next question. So we'll wait for Mr. Bunzy to let me know. We're ready. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Bunzy, no rush. All right, Roosevelt, would you please pick the first question?
Pippi Longstockings 500.
All right. What does Annika tell Pippi it is wicked to do? "15 seconds. And remember, we cannot discuss with each other. This is a solo endeavor. Orange on Roosevelt.
Put her face in cake.
That is not correct. Would someone from Horace Mann like to take a guess?
It's wicked to disobey adults.
Good guess, but that is not correct. Annika tells her it's wicked to lie. Okay. It's okay.
If audience members just be real super quiet, because we'll pick up your like little whispers on the mics, and we don't want that.
You don't want that.
Thanks.
All right. Roosevelt Orange, since you started us out, go ahead, give us another one.
Animal questions 500.
Okay. What is the name of the goat in Coyote Sunrise? Horace Mann Orange.
Is it Gladys the goat?
It is Gladys the goat. Very good. All right. And from here on out, hold your applause or we won't get through the board. All right. Orange, Horace Mann, since you got the first correct answer, can you go ahead and pick the next one?
Setting 300.
What state in the USA does Salva live in when he leaves the refugee camp? You cannot talk to each other. What color?
New York?
It is New York. That is correct. Horace Mann. Okay. Purple, you go ahead and give me the next one.
When stars are scattered 200.
Name the author. Green, Roosevelt.
Omar Muhammad.
I need more.
And Victoria. I can't remember. Victoria. Muhammad?
No.
I don't know.
Mrs. Hoy, are you in the room? No. It's actually Linda Sue Park. That is not correct. It's Omar Muhammad and Victoria Jameson.
Yeah.
So that would have been. All right, who picked that question?
Me?
Yes, go ahead, pick another one.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise 100.
100?
Yes.
What is the name of the school bus? Yellow, Horace Mann.
Jaeger.
It is Jaeger. Good job. All right, you get to pick the next one.
Animal questions 300.
What animal is Pippi strong enough to pick up? Horace Mann, green.
A horse?
That is correct. You get to pick the next question.
Animal questions 200.
Who is the name of the book from which, what is the name of the book from which Ivan gets his name? Roosevelt Orange.
The one and only Ivan.
That is correct. You can pick the next one.
A Long Walk to Water 500.
What does Buxa find? Horace Mann, yellow.
A beehive.
That is correct. Okay.
Setting 400.
What is Coyote's favorite place? Horace Mann, purple.
The school bus.
Be more specific, please.
Okay, then I don't know.
Roosevelt, would anyone like to wager a guess?
I'll do it. Is it the back of her school bus, her bedroom?
That is not correct. It's actually the top of the school bus, the attic. Okay. Who picked that question?
Me?
Okay, pick another one, please.
No.
A long walk to water 200.
What word is being defined here? A person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. Horace Mann, orange.
A refugee.
That is correct. Okay, pick the next one.
Setting 200.
What continent does Long Walk to Water take place on? Horace Mann, purple.
Africa.
That is correct. You can pick the next one.
Pippi Longstocking 200.
How does Pippi get to school the first day? Roosevelt, orange.
On her horse.
On her horse, that is correct. Okay, next one.
Pippi Longstocking 400.
How old is Pippi? Roosevelt, orange.
9.
She is 9, that is correct. Okay, pick your next one.
Animal questions 400.
Oh, okay. What is the name of the goat in When Stars Are Scattered? Horace Mann, green.
Brownie.
It is Brownie. Good job. Okay, next question.
Animal questions 100.
What animal killed Muriel in Long Walk to Water? Horace Mann, purple.
Lion.
That is correct, a lion. Okay.
When stars are scattered 300.
What caused Naya's sister Akir to become sick? Roosevelt, orange.
Drinking too much dirty water.
That is correct. Okay, next question.
When stars are scattered 500.
What two tribes fight against each other? Horace Mann, yellow.
The Dinka and the Newer.
Very good, that is correct. Next question.
When stars are scattered 400.
What two things are built in Naya's village? Roosevelt, orange.
A water well and a school.
Very good. Okay, next one.
A long walk to water 400.
Name two of the 4 countries in which this story takes place. Horace Mann, green.
Syria and the U.S.
That is not correct. Anyone from Roosevelt? 5 seconds. This was a hard question. Ethiopia, United States, Sudan, and Kenya. All right, who picked that question?
Me.
Go ahead.
Pippi Longstockings 300.
Who does Pippi play tag with? Go ahead.
The policeman.
Roosevelt. That is correct. Roosevelt got it. Go ahead.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise 500.
According to Rodeo, what are 2 things that last forever? Seconds. Horace Mann, green.
Love and memories.
Good guess. That is not correct. The answer is Janis Joplin's Voice and Twinkies.
That was a hard
All right. Who picked that question?
Me.
Go ahead, Roosevelt.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise 400.
What instrument does Lester Washington play? Horace Mann, yellow.
Guitar.
That is incorrect. Eight seconds for Roosevelt to take a stab at it. Okay, the answer is the upright bass. All right, Roosevelt, could you pick another question?
Pippi Longstockings 100.
What are the names of Pippi's two best friends? Horace Mann, Blue?
Tommy and Annika.
That is correct. Next question.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise 300.
What is the name of the city and state where Coyote tells Rodeo she wants to go get a pork chop sandwich? Roosevelt?
Butte, Montana.
Yes. Sorry, I grew up there. Okay. Good job. That was Roosevelt. Go ahead. You can pick the next one.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise 200.
Who is the first person to get invited onto the bus? Horace Mann, Green.
Salvador and his mom.
That is incorrect. Roosevelt, Orange.
I forgot his last name. Louis.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
It is Lester.
I know
All
it's
right.
off and
Who
out.
picked that question? Oh, go ahead, Roosevelt. You get to pick another one.
Long Walk to Water 300.
Who is the leader of the organization that dug the well for Naya's village? Horace Mann, Purple.
Salva.
That is correct. Next question.
Setting 100.
What is the name of Pippi's house? Roosevelt, Orange.
Villa Villa Kula.
That is correct. Next question.
Setting 500.
In Long Walk to Water, what country does Salva flee from? Horace Mann, Purple.
Sudan.
That is correct. I will take it. Okay, next question.
Long Walk to Water 100.
What is Naya's job? Horace Mann, Green.
To find water for her family.
That is correct. She gets water. And the last question from When Stars Are Scattered. What is the name of Omar and Hussein's foster mother? Horace Mann, Green.
Fatuma.
That is correct. It is Fatuma. And it's gonna like not be able to figure out the winner. Okay, it's not gonna let me do it because I didn't keep score. Stacy did. All right, good job, you guys. Ooh, you guys did great. All right, now you can take a breath. I think.
Everybody look up here though, teens, look up here.
All right, thank you. I'm a scrapbook.
Oh, that. All right, ready? Yep. All right, we always start with that table. It was random. So please pick one person from, actually, let's just go with blue. Will you please pick the first question?
200.
All right. How does Pippi get to school the first day? Lincoln Green.
By horse.
That is correct. Okay, and then you will pick the next question. If you get the answer correct, you get to pick the next question.
Pippi Longstocking 500.
What does Annika tell Pippi it is wicked to do? Ten seconds. Grant Green.
Lie.
Very good. Good job. All right, you get to pick the next one.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise for 300.
What is the name of the city and state where Coyote tells Rodeo she wants to go to get a pork chop sandwich? Lincoln Orange.
Butte, Montana.
That is correct. You pick the next one.
Coyote Sunrise 500.
According to Rodeo, what are two things that last forever?
Twinkies and Janis Joplin's voice.
That is correct. Wait for me to call on you next time. Okay? You can pick the next one.
Pippi Longstocking 400.
How old is Pippi? Early. And then if you tap that buzzer again, we can see who, if any. Oh, did nobody buzz in over at Lincoln? Would someone like to buzz in? Okay. Green at Lincoln.
Is she 9?
That is actually correct. She is 9. Okay. Go ahead and pick the next one.
Setting 500.
500. In Long Walk to Water, what country does Salva flee from? Grant Green.
Sudan.
That is correct. Okay. Next one.
Setting 300.
What state in the USA does Salva live in when he leaves the refugee camp? Lincoln Yellow.
New York.
That is correct.
Good job, Jordan.
Next one.
Animal Questions 500.
What is the name of the goat in Coyote Sunrise? Lincoln Green.
Gladys.
That is correct. Next one. Go ahead, Lincoln Green.
When stars are scattered, 500.
What is the difference in after-school activities between the boys and the girls? Grant Green.
The girls study and the boys play soccer.
That is not correct. Does Lincoln have
Sorry.
Lincoln Green?
The girls take care of smaller children and the boys study.
That is not correct. I would have taken play soccer. The girls do not study, they have chores to do, which would involve taking care of children. So between the two of you, you got it right.
It was
All
a
right.
team effort from two teams.
Who picked that question? Oh, okay. Lincoln Green, could you please pick the next one? Go ahead.
Pippi Longstocking, 300.
Who does Pippi play tag with? Lincoln Yellow.
Police officers.
That is correct. Okay, next question.
Long walk to water, 500.
What does Buxa find? Lincoln Blue. Sorry.
Honey.
That is correct.
Good job.
Beehive honey. Okay, next question.
Animal questions, 400.
What is the name of the goat in When Stars Are Scattered? Grant Blue.
Brownie.
Very good. That is correct. Okay, next one.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise, 200.
Who is the first person to get invited on the bus? Lincoln Purple.
Lester.
That is correct. Okay. Next question.
When stars are scattered, 400.
What two things are given to Omar before he goes to school? Lincoln Orange.
A notepad and a pencil.
That is correct. Okay. Next question.
Coyote Sunrise, 400.
What instrument does Lester Washington play? Lincoln Yellow.
The upright bass.
That is correct. Bass.
Dang it.
Next question.
Setting, 400.
What is Coyote's favorite place? Lincoln Yellow.
The attic.
I will take that. It is the top of the bus, also known as the attic.
Yes, good
Correct. All right. Next question.
Long walk to water, 400.
Name two of the 4 countries in which this story takes place. Lincoln Yellow.
Kenya and Ethiopia.
That is correct.
Yes.
Yes. All right, next one.
Animal questions, 300.
What animal is Pippi strong enough to pick up?
A horse.
Lincoln Green.
A horse.
That is correct. Next question.
When stars are scattered, 300.
What does Huyo mean? Grant Yellow.
Mother.
That is correct. Yep. Okay, next question.
Animal questions, 200.
What is the name of the book from which Ivan gets his name? Lincoln Yellow.
The one and only Ivan.
That is correct. Next question.
Setting, 200.
What continent does Long Walk to Water take place on? Lincoln Yellow.
Africa.
Yes, that is correct. Next question.
Long walk to water, 300.
Who is the leader of the organization that dug the well for Naya's village? Grant Yellow.
Salva.
That is correct. Next question.
When stars are scattered, 200.
Name the author. Lincoln Yellow.
Linda Sue Park.
That is not correct.
Wait, stars are scattered?
When Stars Are Scattered. Do you know?
Omar.
I need more information.
Omar, yeah, I don't know. Omar Muhammad? I don't know the other.
Okay. He contributed. The actual author was Victoria Jameson. Good try, though. Johnny, I think you picked that one. Go ahead.
Long walk to water 200.
What word is being defined here? A person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. Lincoln Purple. That is not correct. Grant, does anybody on Grant have, did you press? Go ahead.
Refugee.
A refugee is the correct answer. Yep. Okay, go ahead.
Animal questions 100.
What animal killed Muriel in Long Walk to Water? Lincoln Yellow.
A lion.
It is a lion, correct. Okay, next question.
When stars are scattered 100.
What is the name of Omar and Hussein's foster mother? Lincoln Orange.
Fatuma.
Fatuma. Very good. Fatuma. Right, next question.
Coyote Sunrise 100.
What is the name of the school bus? Grant Green.
Jaeger.
That is correct. Next question.
Pippi Longstocking 100.
What are the names of Pippi's two best friends? Grant Yellow.
Tommy and Annika.
That is correct. Next question.
Setting 100.
What is the name of Pippi's house? Grant Yellow.
Villa Valuka.
I will take that. Villa Villacula. Yep. And the last one I will pick, Long Walk to Water for 100. What is Naya's job? Lincoln Purple.
Collect water.
To collect water. Very good. It will not be able to tell us a winner because Cece over here is keeping track of all that because I cannot do two things at one time. And I won't tell you the answer anyhow to who is winning. You have to wait to find out because what happens is you either get like depressed because you don't feel like you're winning or you get overconfident. I want you to go into the second round ready to go. Yes. So, you did a great job. Did I show? I don't think I showed you. Listen up. Emerson will pick the first question. Please remember that I will call you by the color on your microphone, and your goal is to answer as many questions as your team can. All right? Emerson yell, and the scores, I'm not keeping track of the score, Cece is. So, Emerson Yellow, will you please pick the first question?
When stars are scattered, 500.
What is the difference in after-school activities between the boys and the girls? Harrison Purple.
The girls go home and do chores and the boys play soccer.
That is correct. Okay, you get to pick the next question.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise, 300.
What is the name of the city and state where Coyote tells Rodeo she wants to go to get a pork chop sandwich? Harrison Purple.
Butte, Montana.
That is correct. Okay, next question.
Setting, 200.
What continent does Long Walk to Water take place on? Emerson Orange.
Africa.
That is correct. Okay, next question. You get to pick.
Animal questions, 500.
What is the name of the goat in Coyote Sunrise? Harrison Green.
Gladys.
That is correct. Next question. You get to pick.
Animal questions, 400.
What is the name of the goat in When Stars Are Scattered? Emerson Yellow.
Brownie.
That is correct.
I knew some kind of food.
You get to pick.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise, 500.
According to Rodeo, what are two things that last forever? Harrison Orange.
Janis Joplin's voice and Twinkies.
That is correct. You get to pick the next one.
Setting, 300.
What state in the USA does Salva live in when he leaves the refugee camp? Emerson Yellow.
New York.
That is correct. Next one.
Setting, 500.
In Long Walk to Water, what country does Salva flee from? Emerson Yellow.
South Sudan.
That is correct. Next one.
When Stars Are Scattered, 400.
What two things are given to Omar before he goes to school? Harrison Green.
A notebook and a pencil.
That is correct. Go ahead.
Pippi Longstocking, 500.
What does Annika tell Pippi it is wicked to do? Harrison Green.
Lie.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
When stars are scattered, 200.
Name the author. Harrison Green.
Victoria Jameson.
That is correct. Next one.
Setting, 100.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Setting, 100.
What is the name of Pippi's house? Harrison Purple.
Villa Velaqueda.
I'll take it. Villa Villacula. Okay, go ahead.
Journey of Coyote Sunrise, 400.
What instrument does Lester Washington play? Harrison Purple.
Upright bass.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
When stars are scattered, 300.
What does Huyo mean? Harrison Yellow.
Mom.
It does mean mom. Okay, next one.
Coyote Sunrise, 200.
Who is the first person to get invited onto the bus? Harrison Orange.
Lester.
That is correct. Go ahead and pick one.
Animal questions 300.
What animal is Pippi strong enough to pick up? Emerson Green.
A horse.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, pick another one.
A long walk to water 500.
What does Buxa find?
I don't know this.
10 seconds. Emerson Orange.
Honey.
That is correct. I will take that. The beehive, honey.
I don't even know what a
All right,
biscuit is.
go ahead.
Animal questions 200.
What is the name of the book from which Ivan gets his name? Emerson Purple.
The one and only Ivan.
That is correct. Okay.
Coyote Sunrise 100.
What is the name of the school bus? Emerson Orange.
Yager.
That is correct. Jaeger. Okay, next one.
Setting 400.
What is Coyote's favorite place? Emerson Green.
The top of Yager.
That is correct.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Yep, the top of the bus, attic, top of Jaeger. Yep. Okay, go ahead.
Pippi Longstocking 400.
How old is Pippi? Harrison Green.
9.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
Pippi Longstocking 300.
Who does Pippi play tag with? Harrison Green.
2 police officers.
That is correct.
Long walk to water 200.
What word is being defined here? A person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. Emerson Yellow.
A refugee.
That is correct. Okay.
Pippi Longstocking 200.
How does Pippi get to school the first day? Harrison Blue.
A horse.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
Long walk to water 400.
Name 2 of the 4 countries in which this story takes place. Emerson Yellow.
South Sudan and Kenya.
That is correct. Here is the full list.
United States, Sudan, and Kenya.
Okay, next one.
Long walk to water 300.
Who is the leader of the organization that dug the well for Naya's village? Emerson Purple.
Salva.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
When stars are scattered 100.
What is the name of Omar and Hassan's foster mother? Harrison Purple.
Fatima.
That is correct, Fatima. Okay, next one.
Animal questions 100.
What animal killed Muriel in Long Walk to Water? Emerson Purple.
A lion.
That is correct.
I'm pressing it and nothing happens.
Okay, next one.
A long walk to water 100.
What is Naya's job? Emerson Orange.
To gather water for her family.
That is
Twice a day.
correct. I will pick the last one because it's a big choice. What are the names of Pippi's 2 best friends? Harrison Purple.
Tommy and Anika.
Very good.
Pressing it, nothing's happening.
Okay. I don't know who won. Only Cece knows who won, and she's not telling. So we will tell you what we don't like to tell you early, because whatever the scores are, we don't want you to get bogged down by those scores, either in a good way or a bad way. We want you to go into the second round fresh and ready to go. We will tally up all the scores at the end of both of your rounds, okay? But you guys both did a really good job. All right. I am not keeping score. CC is keeping score. So as you look at the numbers down here, that is not the score. All right. I believe we agreed that Roosevelt Green was going to pick the question, or am I incorrect?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Animal 400.
Animals for 400. What character is particularly drawn to donkeys and goats in When Stars Are Scattered? Roosevelt Orange.
Hassan?
Yes.
I was about to
Hassan.
So I just paused. I didn't know what to do.
Next question. Go ahead.
Family 500.
What are the names of Coyote's sisters? Hayes, purple.
Rose and Ava.
Very good, that is correct. All right, go ahead.
Friends for 500.
Which main character's friend is initially described as a girl who never fussed when she didn't get her own way, and she always looked pretty in her little well-ironed cotton dresses? Hayes, yellow.
Pippi Longstocking.
It is, yes, that is correct. Because I'm asking, the question is phrased, which main character? The answer says Annika. It's describing Annika, but Pippi Longstocking is the correct answer. That's my mistake on the board. Okay, go ahead.
Food 500.
Food for 500. Name one of the 3 food items that Salva ate after they crossed the Nile and landed on the island. Ten seconds. You may guess. Roosevelt orange.
Fish.
That is one of them. That is correct. Fish was one. Okay, go ahead.
Animals 500.
There was a specific reason that Gladys came on board Jaeger. What was it? Hayes, purple.
To get to the silver bar.
That is correct. That is correct. Okay, next question.
Family 400.
What day and time does Coyote call her grandma? Roosevelt, yellow.
1 o'clock on Saturdays.
That is not correct. Anybody at Hayes like to take a stab at it? Orange.
1 o'clock on Sunday.
That is not correct. It is Saturday at noon. You guys were so close. All right, who picked that question? Did you go ahead and pick another one?
Family 300.
Which family member does Salva reunite with as he walks to Ethiopia? Hayes, purple.
His uncle.
That is correct, his uncle. Okay, next one.
Animals 300.
What animal disrupts a picnic but is bested by the main character? Hayes, orange.
The horse in Pippi Longstocking.
I'm sorry, say it again.
The horse in Pippi Longstocking.
That is incorrect. Roosevelt, green.
The Pippi Longstocking's pet monkey.
It is not. They have a picnic and a bull shows up. And then she wrestles the bull and yes.
Whips its horns.
All right, I think you picked that one. Go ahead.
Food 400.
Food for 400. What kind of sandwich does Coyote lie about? Hayes, for purple.
A pork chop sandwich.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
Friends for 400.
Friends for 400. What friend has to drop out of school in When Stars Are Scattered? Hayes, blue.
Is it Nemo?
It is not Nemo. Roosevelt, green.
Miriam?
It is Miriam. That is correct. Okay. And I need everyone at the microphone, just a little louder at the microphones.
Okay.
All right, Roosevelt, green, go ahead.
Food 300.
Food for 300. On distribution day, what food is given to the refugees in When Stars Are Scattered? I want you to name 3. Roosevelt, blue.
Sugar, flour, and wheat.
That is incorrect. Would anyone at Hayes like to take a guess? Okay, the answer is maize, cooking oil, salt, and sometimes flour. You could have done any of those three. Okay, who picked that one? Okay, Roosevelt Green, go ahead and pick another.
Animals for 200.
Why does Coyote choose the kitten that she does? Hayes, yellow.
Because Ivan is quiet.
Ivan is quiet. Yep. Okay, next one.
First line's 500.
First lines for 500. What book has a sequel that might start off with the first line about a cat? Hayes, orange.
Coyote Sunrise.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
Dates and time 500.
How long did it take the Lost Boys to reach the refugee camp in Kenya? Hayes, purple.
2 years.
That is incorrect. Roosevelt, would anyone like to guess?
8 years.
That is incorrect. It is actually a year and a half. Okay. Who picked that question?
I did.
Okay,
Oh, wait, no.
go ahead and pick another one.
First line's 400.
What book starts going was easy? Hayes, purple.
Coyote Sunrise.
That is not correct. Roosevelt, orange.
A Long Walk to Water.
That is correct. Yeah, when Naya is going to get the water. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
First line's 300.
Name the book that starts, for me, the first years are lost. Roosevelt, orange.
Coyote Sunrise.
That is incorrect. Anyone from Hayes? Orange on Hayes.
When stars are scattered.
That is correct. Okay, next question.
Food 200.
What is the name of the cookie that Pippi makes? Hayes, blue.
Is it pronounced, is it like pepper cackle?
Very good, very good. It is pepper kakor. Yep.
Yes, I'm in.
All right, go ahead and pick one.
Friends 300.
Friends for 300. Name the friend that Coyote and Rodeo make that is traveling with his mom to the Midwest. Roosevelt, orange.
Salvador.
Salvador, that is correct. All right, go ahead and pick one.
Dates and time 400.
What book happens 5 months before the main character's 13th birthday? Hayes, orange.
Coyote Sunrise.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
Family 200.
What family member do Hassan and Omar eventually reunite with at the end of the book? Roosevelt, purple.
Fama.
That is incorrect. Four seconds. It is their mother. They reunite at the end. You had to read the end epilogue to know that. All right, who picked that question? Go ahead, pick another one.
Dates and times 300.
Which book goes between two different time periods? Roosevelt, orange.
A Long Walk to Water.
That is correct. Okay, next one.
Friends 200.
Lester's girlfriend happens to share a name with the mechanic who helps them. What is that name? Hayes, purple.
Tammy.
It is Tammy. I had to read that book like 3 times before I picked up on that. All right, go ahead. Next one.
First line's 200.
Which book starts, There were big days and there were small days, and there were bad days and there were good days, and I suppose I could pick any one of them for my once upon a time. Hayes, purple.
Coyote Sunrise.
That is correct. Right, next one.
First line's 100.
Name the book that starts, way out at the end of a tiny little town was an old overgrown garden, and in the garden was an old house, and in the house lived. Hayes, purple.
Pippi Longstocking.
Pippi Longstockings, that is correct. All right, next one.
Family 100.
Which character, according to that character, has an angel as a mother? Roosevelt for orange.
Pippi Longstocking.
That is Pippi Longstockings. Okay, next one.
Dates and Time 200.
Which book requires the main character to get everyone around her to hurry? Hayes, purple.
Coyote Sunrise.
It is Coyote Sunrise. Okay, next one.
Animals 100.
What does Pippi draw on the floor of the school? Roosevelt green.
Her horse.
Her horse. Right. Go ahead and pick one.
Food for 100.
What food does the old woman give to Salva? Hayes, blue.
Is it peanuts?
It is peanuts.
Yes.
Okay. All right, next one.
Friend 100.
Name the friend that Coyote and Rodeo make that gets kicked out of her house and gets Rodeo arrested. Hayes, purple.
Val.
It is Val. That is correct. And the last one, dates and time for 100, is what book happens the furthest in the past? Roosevelt, orange.
A Long Walk to Water.
That is not correct. Hayes, orange.
Pippi Longstocking.
It is Pippi Longstockings back in 1950. All right, you guys did. Take a deep breath. You guys did great. That's the end of the that round. Oh, there's no winner. Ignore this. Doesn't know what it's doing. Okay. Yeah. Because Cece's keeping track of the score, and we won't announce any of the scores until right before the final battle, because you guys still have another round, and I don't want your score now to affect your second battle. So at 11:35, which is right now, you're going to go with your adult, and we are going to do lunch outside. start?
Johnson, I think 300, or no, is it already selected or no?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep, we're golden. All right, Emerson Grant, let's get it rolling. Emerson, which one of you is going to pick the first category? All right, Emerson Purple, go ahead.
Female characters 500.
Who was driving the bus when the brakes go out? Grant Purple.
Coyote.
It was not Coyote. Emerson Purple.
Esperanza.
It was not. It was actually Concepcion.
What?
All right. You get to pick again, though.
Okay. Let's do by the numbers 500.
In scattered stars, food distributions come every how many days? Grant Green.
15.
It is every 15 days. All right, go ahead.
Male characters 400.
characters in 2 of our books end up spending time in the exact same place, but at different times. What is this place called? And nicknames will be accepted. Emerson Orange.
A watering hole? I don't know.
That is not correct. Grant Blue.
IFO?
IFO is correct. Also known as the City of Lights. All right, go ahead.
Character traits 300.
This character showed a growth mindset when he helped build a boat with the materials found close by. Grant Orange.
I think it's Salva?
It is Salva. That is correct. They used reeds to build the boat. All right, go ahead and pick one.
Miscellaneous 200.
According to one of the characters, what is the pleasantest room in the house? Grant Orange.
The kitchen?
It is the kitchen, according to Pippi. Go ahead.
By the numbers 100?
For how many miles is Ivan on probation? Emerson Orange.
500?
It is 500 miles. Okay.
Reviews 500.
In which book would one expect to find the book that is being reviewed here? A Tale of a Gentle Gorilla Finding Purpose Through Art and Friendship. Grant Yellow.
The one only Ivan.
That is not correct. Emerson Orange.
I don't know. I thought it was the one.
This was a difficult question. It says, in which book would one expect to find the book? So the review was of the one and only Ivan, but the book is Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise. That was a very difficult one. Who picked that one?
I did.
You did? Okay, go ahead.
Female characters 400.
Which character held a tea party? Grant Green.
Pippi.
Was not Pippi. Emerson Green.
Oh gosh, I also thought it was. I'm gonna take a guess here. Coyote.
It was not. Tommy and Annika's mother. All right, whoever picked that one can pick another one. Was that you? Okay, go ahead.
Character traits 400.
400. This character is loving, kind, and takes care of children. Emerson Orange.
Is it Pippi?
It is not Pippi. Grant. 10 seconds. Grant Purple.
Fatima?
It is Fatima. Fatima. Okay, go ahead.
Reviews 300.
Say that again.
Reviews 300.
Okay. What book is being reviewed? An imaginative tale of a free-spirited girl with superhuman strength who challenges norms with boundless charm and heart. Emerson Blue.
Pippi?
It is Pippi. That is correct. Right?
Male characters 500.
For a time, Omar was a terrible friend to this character. Grant Orange.
I think his name was Jerry?
I couldn't hear you.
Jerry?
That is correct. Jerry. Okay, go ahead.
Character traits 500.
This character is brave, determined, hardworking, and can deal with the thorns that pop up in the road. Emerson Orange.
Is it Coyote?
It is not Coyote. Grant Orange. I need an answer.
I'm just. I'm just. Pippi?
No. The answer was, the hint was the thorn. Naya got a thorn in her foot. Okay. All right. I believe Grant Orange, did you pick that one?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and pick another one.
Miscellaneous 500.
What does Omar want to be when he grows up? Grant Blue.
A social worker?
That is correct. Okay, go ahead.
By the numbers 400.
How many years have Rodeo and Coyote lived on a school bus? Emerson Orange.
5?
It is 5. Yes. Okay.
By the numbers 300.
You said 300? To use a paper map, you have to measure. What tool did Coyote use to measure the distance on the map? Emerson Orange.
Dental floss.
It was dental floss. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
By the numbers 200.
What does Pippi call multiplication? Grant Green.
Multiplication.
That is not correct. Anyone on the Emerson team like to take a guess?
I don't know, like a waste of time or something?
Probably. I noticed I spelled multiplication wrong. Plutification. She calls it plutification.
She said it wrong.
All right, who picked that one?
I did.
You did? Okay, go ahead.
Male characters 300.
According to Pippi, where does her father live? Emerson Orange.
Nowhere?
Not correct. Grant Purple.
And
King
then
of
Say it again.
the King of Cannibal Islands.
Yes, he's king of Cannibal Island, on a Cannibal Island. All right, you get to pick one.
Female characters 300.
Which character is best friends with Mariam? Grant Orange.
Omar?
It is not Omar.
Nemo.
Nemo. It is Nemo. That goes to Emerson. Okay. Go ahead.
Miscellaneous 400.
In Coyote Sunrise, what instrument does Rodeo play? Grant Blue.
Guitar?
It is the guitar.
Miscellaneous 300.
What does Pippi tie to her shoes to scrub the kitchen floor? Grant Yellow.
Sponges?
No. Emerson Green.
I want to take a guess. Maybe like a brush scrub.
She does. It's brushes. Yep, you were very close. All right, go ahead.
Reviews 400.
Which book is being reviewed? A Navigation Through Grief, The Finding of Unlikely Allies, and the Reclaiming of Cherished Memories is at the heart of this book. Emerson Green.
A Long Walk to Water.
It is not A Long Walk to Water. Grant Orange.
Coyote Sunrise.
It is Coyote Sunrise. Coyote Sunrise. The reclaiming of cherished memories was the key there. All right, go ahead.
Female characters 200.
What is the name of the awful maid in Pippi Longstocking? Five seconds. Her name, Pippi talks about her at length during the tea party. Malene.
Oh.
Yeah. She broke all the china. She stole from her grandmother. She was awful. All right, who picked that question? Go ahead.
Character traits 100.
100. This character shows he is a survivor and a leader by crossing a river of alligators and enduring countless miles of travel. Grant Green.
Salva.
It is Salva. Yep. All right, go ahead.
Male characters 200.
What is the name of Salva's tribe? Grant Blue.
Dinka.
It is the Dinka. That is correct.
Reviews 200.
What book is being reviewed? An inspiring novel about refugee life. Two boys' journey in a camp showcase resilience and hope in a vibrant and heartfelt story. Grant Green.
Stars Are Scattered.
When Stars Are Scattered. That is correct. Go ahead.
Character traits 200.
This character is fearful of past grief, a free spirit, and eccentric. Grant Orange.
Coyote. Sunrise.
That is not correct. Emerson Orange.
Salva.
Is not Salva. When you see it, you guys will know. Rodeo. All right, who picked that one? I can never remember these things. Go ahead.
Female characters 100.
What is the name of Salvador's mom? Grant Blue.
Esperanza.
It is Esperanza. That's correct. All right, go ahead.
Male characters 100.
Which two characters are arguing when they accidentally leave Coyote behind? Grant Purple.
Lester and Rodeo.
That is correct. Lester and Rodeo. All right, go ahead.
Reviews 100.
What book is being reviewed? A compelling, emotional story of survival and hope. Two intertwined journeys through a war-torn country highlight resilience and compassion. Grant Orange.
A Long Walk to Water.
It is Long Walk to Water. That is correct. And the last one, miscellaneous for 100. Why is Salva forced to flee his village? Grant Orange.
Because there was a war and the fighting was coming.
That is correct. There was a war on. That is correct. And that is it. And it will say that you two tied because I am not keeping track of the scores. Cece's doing that, and you will find out your final score before the final battle. But you guys did a great job. You can give yourselves a pat on the back. If there's any, I want you to break it. Yeah. All right. Lincoln and Harrison, this is your round 2. I believe, Atticus, you are picking the question. Go ahead.
Miscellaneous 400.
Miscellaneous for 400. In Coyote Sunrise, what instrument does Rodeo play? Harrison for purple.
Guitar?
It is the guitar. Okay, go ahead.
Character traits 200.
This character is fearful of past grief, a free spirit, and eccentric. Harrison for purple.
Rodeo.
It is Rodeo. Okay, go ahead.
Male characters 300.
According to Pippi, where does her father live? Harrison Blue.
On an island as a cannibal king.
On an island as a cannibal king. Cannibal island. I will take that. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Male characters 200.
What is the name of Salva's tribe? Harrison Yellow.
Dinka.
It is the Dinka. Okay. Go ahead.
Female characters 500.
Who was driving the bus when the brakes go out? Harrison Purple.
Concepcion?
It was Concepcion. Okay, go ahead.
By the numbers 300.
To use a paper map, you have to measure. What tool did Coyote use to measure the distance on the map? Lincoln Green.
Dental floss.
It was dental floss. Go ahead.
Miscellaneous 500.
What does Omar want to be when he grows up? Harrison Blue.
A teacher?
Does not want to be a teacher.
Or no, not. Oh yeah.
Lincoln. Lincoln Green.
A social worker.
It is a social worker. Okay, go ahead.
Reviews 500.
In which book would one expect to find the book that is being reviewed here? A tale of a gentle gorilla finding purpose through art and friendship. Harrison Orange.
The one and only Ivan.
That is not correct. Lincoln Green.
I don't know.
Okay. This was a trick question. Look at the first part of it. It says, in which book would you expect to find the book that is being reviewed? Yeah, rough question. Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise. All right, who picked that one? Anna, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
By the numbers 500.
In Scattered Stars, food distributions come every how many days? Lincoln Green.
10 days.
It is not 10 days. Harrison Purple.
Every 15 days?
It is 15. Okay, go ahead.
Male characters 500.
For a time, Omar was a terrible friend to this character. Lincoln Purple.
Jerry?
That is correct. Okay, go ahead.
Reviews 400.
Which book is being reviewed? A Navigation Through Grief, the Finding of Unlikely Allies, and the Reclaiming of Cherished Memories is at the heart of this book. Harrison Purple.
The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise?
That is correct. Okay, go ahead.
Character traits 300.
This character showed a growth mindset when he helped build a boat with the materials found close by. Harrison Orange.
I thought it was Lincoln. It's Lincoln.
Me.
Lincoln, I'm sorry, Lincoln Orange, I'm sorry.
Salva?
It was Salva. That was Lincoln. I messed
Character traits 500.
This character is brave, determined, hardworking, and can deal with the thorns that pop up in the road. Harrison Orange
Rodeo.
does not rodeo.
Anybody? Salva.
Is not salva. The key word there was thorns. Okay, who picked that question?
Me.
Okay, go ahead. You can pick another one.
By the numbers 400.
How many years have Rodeo and Coyote lived on a school bus? Harrison Yellow.
5.
It is 5. Go ahead.
Female character is 400.
Which character held a tea party? Harrison Orange.
Anika.
It is not Anika. Nope. Lincoln Orange.
Pippi.
It was not Pippi. It was actually Tommy and Anika's mother. The awful tea party that Pippi was bound and determined to ruin. Yes. All right. Max, did you pick that one?
No, she did.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Monroe, did you pick that one?
Yeah. Character traits 400.
This character is loving, kind, and takes care of children. Lincoln Purple.
Miriam?
It is, ooh,
Yeah.
I gotta take that one. Where's she at?
What was the answer?
The actual, he said Miriam. And Miriam does.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my brain, I had Fatuma, but Miriam does. I'll take Miriam. Yeah, I'll take Miriam. So that.
I was thinking a song.
Okay, go ahead. Who?
Male character is 400.
Characters in 2 of our books end up spending time in the exact same place, but at different times. What is this place called? And I will accept the nickname.
Sudan.
It is not Sudan. Yellow, Harrison.
So I think it's Omar and Salva.
I need the name of the place.
Oh. Kenya?
Ifo. The refugee camp Ifo, also known as the City of Lights.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Back to me forgetting who picked that question.
Me.
You did. Okay, Monroe, go ahead. Pick another one.
Miscellaneous 300.
What does Pippi tie to her shoes to scrub the kitchen floor? Harrison Blue.
I believe sponges.
Is not correct. Lincoln, 8 seconds.
I'm guessing.
Go ahead.
Sponges.
It is not sponges. It is brushes.
Oh,
Brushes. Very close.
Brushes.
All right, Monroe, go ahead.
Oh, sponges. Okay. Female character is 300.
You said female characters.
Yes.
Which character is best friends with Miriam? Harrison Orange.
Nemo.
It is Nemo. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Reviews 300.
What book is being reviewed? An imaginative tale of a free-spirited girl with superhuman strength who challenges norms with boundless charm and heart. Harrison Yellow.
Pippi.
It is Pippi.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Miscellaneous 200.
According to one of the characters, what is the pleasantest room in the house? Harrison Yellow.
Kitchen.
It is the kitchen. Okay, go ahead.
Reviews 200.
What book is being reviewed? An inspiring novel about refugee life. 2 boys' journeys in a camp showcase resilience and hope in a vibrant and heartfelt story. Harrison Yellow.
When Stars Are Scattered.
That is correct.
I swear I pressed it.
Go ahead.
Female characters 200.
what is the name of the awful maid in Pippi Longstockings? Lincoln Green.
Malin.
It is Malin. Okay, go ahead.
By the numbers 200.
What does Pippi call multiplication? Lincoln Orange.
Pluffification.
I'll take that.
It's plutification.
Plutification. Especially I'll take it because I spelled multiplication wrong. All right, go ahead and take one. Go ahead and pick one.
Male characters 100.
Which two characters are arguing when they accidentally leave Coyote behind? Lincoln Green.
Lester and Rodeo.
It is Lester and Rodeo.
Let's go.
Okay, go ahead.
Character traits 100.
This character shows he is a survivor and a leader by crossing a river of alligators and enduring countless miles of travel. Harrison Yellow.
Salva.
It is Salva. Go ahead.
Miscellaneous 100.
Why is Salva forced to flee his village? That was a little early. Lincoln. Orange.
A war.
It was a war. Go ahead.
Reviews.
What book is being reviewed? A compelling emotional story of survival and hope. Two intertwined journeys through a war-torn country highlight resilience and compassion. Lincoln Yellow.
A long walk to water.
That is correct. Go ahead.
By the numbers 100.
For how many miles is Ivan on probation? Harrison Orange.
500.
That is correct. And the last one, female characters for 100. What is the name of Salvador's mom? Harrison Purple.
Esperanza Vega.
It is Esperanza Vega. Very good. All right, and I don't keep score, so it's going to say that you guys tied. But you guys did a great job. All right. Hayes and Horseman. Okay. As you know, as I said in the first round, I am not keeping score. Cece's keeping score, so don't look up here for your score. All right? Hayes is over there, so they get to pick the first question. Hayes Green, go ahead and pick the first question.
Female characters 500.
Who was driving the bus when the brakes go out? Hayes Purple.
Coyote.
Say it again.
Coyote.
It is not Coyote. Horace Mann, would you like to take a guess? Horace Mann Blue.
Salvador's mother.
It was not Salvador's mother. It was his Aunt Concepcion. Okay. Hayes Green, you get to pick the next one.
Character traits 500.
This character is brave, determined, hardworking, and can deal with the thorns that pop up in the road. Horace Mann Purple.
Salva.
It is not Salva. Anyone from Hayes like to take a guess?
It is.
Anyone? Okay. The key word here was thorns, and the answer was Naya. All right. Hayes Green, you get to pick another one.
5 the numbers 500.
In Scattered Stars, food distributions come every how many days? Horace Mann Yellow.
30.
It is not 30. Hayes Purple.
A week.
It is not a week. It is 15 days. 15 days. Hayes Green.
Male characters 500.
For a time, Omar was a terrible friend to this character. Horace Mann Blue.
Jerry.
It is Jerry. All right. You get to pick the next answer. Or question, sorry.
Female characters 100.
100? What is the name of Salvador's mom? Horace Mann Blue.
Esperanza.
It is Esperanza. That's correct. Go ahead.
Female characters 400. We already did that.
We just did female characters for 100.
She said 400.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Which character held a tea party? Horace Mann Yellow.
Pippi Longstocking.
It was not Pippi. Anyone at Hayes? Purple.
It wasn't Tommy and Anika's mother.
It was Tommy and Annika's mother. That is correct. Go ahead.
Reviews 500.
Reviews for 500. In which book would one expect to find the book that is being reviewed here? A tale of a gentle gorilla finding purpose through art and friendship. Horace Mann Purple.
The Journey of Coyote Sunrising.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay, we have to do this.
Okay, go ahead.
Female characters 200.
What is the name of the awful maid in Pippi Longstocking?
Take a guess.
10 seconds.
Hayes, take the chance.
The answer, you guys are going to recognize it. Marlene. All right, who picked that one? You did? Go ahead.
By the numbers 300.
To use a paper map, you have to measure. What tool did Coyote use to measure the distance on the map? Horace Mann Green.
Long division.
Wait, say it again.
Long division.
She did not use long division. Hayes Yellow.
The atlas.
She did not use the atlas. She used dental floss to measure. Okay. I believe you picked that one. Go ahead.
Character traits 300.
This character showed a growth mindset when he helped build a boat with the materials found close by. Horace Mann Blue.
He used weeds.
I need the name of the character.
Salva.
It is Salva. That is correct. Okay.
Male characters 300.
According to Pippi, where does her father live? Hayes, purple.
He lived in the Cannibal Ocean.
I will take that. He lives on Cannibal Island.
Oh, that's what I was about to say.
Go ahead.
Male characters 400.
Male characters for 400. Characters in 2 of our books end up spending time in the exact same place but at different times. What is this place called? And I will accept the nickname. Hayes, yellow.
Naya's Village.
That is not correct. I gotta take that. I gotta take it. Where's she at? April left me. That's not the answer I was going for, but you are correct. The answer that I was actually going for was Ifo. Salva and Omar and Hassan all actually lived in Ifo for a while. So that was a good catch. I didn't catch that. So that was 400 to Hayes. All right, you got that one right. Go ahead.
Character traits 400.
This character is loving, kind, and takes care of children. Hayes, blue.
Oh, Fatuma?
It is Fatuma. I would have also taken Mariam. Okay. Go ahead.
Reviews 400.
Reviews for 400. Which book is being reviewed? A Navigation Through Grief, The Finding of Unlikely Allies, and the Reclaiming of Cherished Memories is at the heart of this book. Hayes, yellow.
Is it Coyote Sunrise?
It is Coyote Sunrise. Okay, go ahead.
Female characters 300.
Which character is best friends with Mariam? Horace Mann, blue.
Nina? Is that her name?
I'm going to take it. You're very close.
Yeah.
Nemo. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Melanchius 500.
What does Omar want to be when he grows up?
An-
Hayes, yellow. Wait for me to call you. Go ahead.
A UN officer?
No. Horace Mann, orange.
A teacher?
No, he wants to be a social worker. You were very close. Okay, who picked that one? You did. Okay, go ahead and pick again.
By the numbers 400.
How many years have Rodeo and Coyote lived on a school bus? Hayes or Horace Mann, yellow.
5.
It is 5. That is correct. Okay, go ahead.
Miscellaneous 200.
According to one of the characters, what is the pleasantest room in the house? Horace Mann, green.
The back of the school bus?
It is not. Hayes, purple.
Wasn't it in Pippi's Longstocking's house, the back of the house, where like the back patio type? It was like right in the.
That is not correct. You have the book right. According to Pippi, it was the kitchen. The kitchen.
That's very good.
All right, who picked that one?
Catherine.
Go ahead.
Male characters 100.
100?
Yes.
Which 2 characters are arguing when they accidentally leave Coyote behind? Horace Mann, blue.
Lester and Rodeo.
That is correct. Okay, You get to pick.
Reviews 300.
What book is being reviewed? An imaginative tale of a free-spirited girl with superhuman strength who challenges norms with boundless charm and heart. Horace
Pippi
Mann Orange.
Longstocking.
It is Pippi Longstocking. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Miscellaneous 300.
What does Pippi tie to her shoes to scrub the kitchen floor? Horace
brushes?
Mann Orange. Wait for me to call you.
Oh, sorry. Scrub brushes.
It is brushes. That is correct. Okay, go ahead.
Miscellaneous 400.
In Coyote Sunrise, what instrument does Rodeo play? Horace Mann Yellow.
Guitar.
It is the guitar. Okay, go ahead.
Reviews 200.
What book is being reviewed? An inspiring novel about refugee life. Two boys' journeys in a camp showcase resilience and hope in a vibrant and heartfelt story. Haze, blue.
When Stars Are Scattered.
When Stars Are Scattered, that is correct. Okay, go ahead.
By the Numbers 200.
What does Pippi call multiplication? Horace Mann Yellow.
Plutification.
That is correct. Plutification. All right, go ahead.
Male characters 200.
What is the name of Salva's tribe? Horace Mann Purple.
Dinka.
That is correct. Okay, go ahead.
Character traits 200.
This character is fearful of past grief, a free spirit, and eccentric. Haze, yellow.
Rodeo.
It is Rodeo. Okay, go ahead.
Character traits 100.
This character shows he is a survivor and a leader by crossing a river of alligators and enduring countless miles of travel. Horace Mann Yellow.
Salva.
It is Salva. That's correct. Okay, go
Bless
ahead.
you.
Reviews 100.
What book is being reviewed? A compelling emotional story of survival and hope. Two intertwined journeys through a war-torn country highlight resilience and compassion. Haze, yellow.
A Long Walk to Water.
It is A Long Walk to Water. Which one?
By the Numbers 100.
For how many miles is Ivan on probation? Horace Mann Purple.
500.
That is correct. And I will pick the last one. Miscellaneous for 100. Why is Salva forced to flee his village? Horace Mann Yellow.
Because of war.
Because of war. Very good. All right, I'm going to hit continue, and it's going to tell you that you two tied. But I'm not keeping score. Yay. You guys did a good job. Yay. Good job. All right. I would like if we could ask all parents to move to the back.
Are triple checking. There are 3 different people recounting every single battle, just so we are 1,000% sure of the top 2 teams, okay? We're gonna have Cece, who kept score. She's gonna announce the top 2 teams. Cece was on team what when you were here? Grant? Yeah. All right, so Cece's gonna come on up. She's gonna announce the top 2 teams.
Do you want me to clip it on? Yes. Or just kidding?
Hey guys, I know, it is really hard to be a good loser. It's hard to be a good winner. When Cece announces the top 2 teams, some of you are gonna feel a lot of joy, some of you are gonna be disappointed and feel sad, but we're gonna be good sports about the whole thing. We're gonna clap, we're not gonna boo. Sound good? Yeah. All right. Yes!
Yes. So, yes.
Should we announce the honey winner?
Oh,
What?
I can do that.
What's the honey one? It's the honey.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, guys. So, the taste testing. We did honey tasting. Thanks, Marcos. Marcos has reported that cinnamon was by far the favorite flavor. All right. All right. Dom. Marcos and Dom were also former battlers. Dom and all of you rolled coins today that are going to be given to Water for South Sudan, which helps Salva's organization, his nonprofit, drill wells. So we are sending a donation of €5, $1 Canadian, 1 plastic penny, and $535. So good job.
Congratulations, everyone. You all did a really fantastic job today. So our top 2 schools are going to be Lincoln with 8,500 points and Harrison with 9,200 points.
wait for me to call on your color, and before you answer, everyone in the studio audience, okay? We can do this for cheering, but no whispering, like whispering answers, even if you know it to your friend, because we want everything to be fair. Yes?
Will we get to know like third and fourth place?
We can tell you third place.
We can tell you third place.
Horseman came in third.
Nice job. All right. Yeah, so, all right, everyone ready? Okay, we're going to start with Lincoln because they're at the table at the left. And, all right, I'm going to let Lincoln Blue go ahead and pick the first question. And remember, guys, this is the first time we're playing this board. This is the first time we've ever played it, so be patient with me. All right, here we go.
Connections 500.
Connections for 500. In Pippi, the maid Malin steals the grandmother's piano. In one of the other books, we find that something was stolen from the main character and his brother before the story began. What was stolen? Harrison Purple.
Shorts or pants and shoes.
You have 3 answers. I need you to pick one of those.
Shoes.
Incorrect. Lincoln Purple.
Clothes.
I'm going to say no one gets that. It's specifically pants. So these questions are harder just because it's the final round. Just so you know, we're going to be pretty picky. All right, going back to Lincoln.
Can we do miscellaneous 500?
All right. What is the only book we read that was not originally written in English? Harrison Yellow.
Pippi Longstocking.
Correct. All right, go ahead.
Theme 500.
Theme for 500. What is the only book that does not deal with the theme of unhoused characters? Harrison Blue.
Pippi Longstocking.
Yes, Pippi Longstocking. Go ahead, Harrison.
Music 500.
Music 500. How many minutes does Salvador play his violin for? Harrison Purple.
10.
10 is correct. Harrison.
Music 300.
Music for 300. In what book might you find the following lines from a song? When you're tired and you're worn, humankind seems filled with misery. Then you can, yes you can be set free. Lincoln Yellow.
When stars are scattered.
Incorrect. Harrison Green.
The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise.
Yes. All right. Back to Harrison to pick.
Important Objects 400.
What story is most connected to this image? Lincoln Orange.
The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise.
Yes, correct.
Good job, Millie.
Lincoln.
Important Objects 500.
What story is most connected to the object in this image? Harrison Blue.
When stars are scattered.
Incorrect. Lincoln Blue.
The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise.
Correct. All right, I'm going to wait till everyone's quiet. Thank you. All right, back to Lincoln for the pick.
Theme for 400.
Name the book that shows us that our friends can be all completely different than us, all ages and genders, and support us in unimaginable ways. Harrison Yellow.
The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise.
Yes. All right, Harrison.
Miscellaneous 400.
What type of insect is all along the Nile River in Long Walk to Water? Harrison, purple.
Mosquitoes?
Yes. Harrison.
Connections 300.
What is the only book to have a main character not travel long distances? Lincoln, yellow.
Pippi Longstocking.
Yes. All right, Lincoln.
Important quotes 500.
From which book does someone say, there's nothing like a good book for bringing folks together? Harrison?
The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise.
That's correct. Harrison?
Music 400.
From which book might you find the following lyrics? The fire is burning, it's burning so bright, the flames are leaping and prancing. And Lincoln, orange.
Pippi Longstocking?
Yes.
Yes, good job, Millie.
All right, Lincoln, go ahead.
Let's do important objects 300.
300. What story is most connected to this image? Harrison, green.
The Long Walk to Water.
Correct. All right, Harrison.
Miscellaneous 300.
What does Miriam make for Hassan in When Stars Are Scattered? Harrison, blue.
A swing.
Yes. All right, Harrison.
Connections 400.
On top of a bus, on top of a house, these two main characters might just be good friends. Oh, it's too early. Sorry. Harrison.
Coyote and Salvador.
Incorrect. Go ahead, Lincoln.
Coyote, Sunrise, and Pippi Longstocking.
Correct.
Yes.
Go ahead, Lincoln.
Important quotes 400.
Which book do we find the following quote? One step at a time, one day at a time, just today, just this day to get through. Harrison, yellow.
Long Walk to Water.
Yes. All right, go ahead, Harrison.
Theme 300.
Theme for 300. Name the book this theme speaks to. Healing can take many forms. What works for one may not work for another. Harrison, green.
When Stars Are Scattered.
Incorrect. Lincoln, purple.
Coyote Sunrise.
Yes.
Good job, Anna. Good job,
Go ahead, Lincoln.
Important quotes 300.
Name the book this is from. I just wanted everyone to be happy. It's hard, though, when everyone carries around a heart inside them that is so loud and so strong and so easily broken. Lincoln?
Is it When Stars Are Scattered?
Incorrect. Harrison, yellow.
Is it The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise?
Correct. All right. Harrison.
Theme 200.
Name the book that tells kids every day can be a new day full of adventure. Harrison, orange.
Pippi Longstocking.
It is. All right. Harrison.
Important objects 200.
What story is most connected to this image? Harrison, blue.
Long Walk to Water.
Yes. Go ahead, Harrison.
Music 200.
What does Salvador want to play? I'm sorry, who does Salvador want to play his violin for? Harrison Green.
His mother.
Correct. Harrison?
Important quotes 200.
Which book says, "Be like a star, shine your light, shine your story, for stories will lead us home"? Harrison, yellow.
When stars are scattered.
Yes. Okay.
Miscellaneous 200.
How can you tell the difference between the tribe that Salva belongs to and the tribe that Naya belongs to? Harrison, yellow.
There are head markings. There are like 4 head markings.
Yes, I will accept that. It is the facial markings.
Okay.
Good. Go ahead, Harrison.
Connections 200.
Which 2 books have sequels? Harrison, Green.
Coyote Sunrise and A Long Walk to Water.
Incorrect. Lincoln, go ahead.
Coyote Sunrise and Pippi Longstocking.
Correct. Go ahead, Lincoln.
Important Objects 100.
What story is most connected to this image? Lincoln, orange.
When Stars Are Scattered.
Correct. All right, back to Lincoln.
Important quotes 100.
Which book has a character that says, "No, I don't suffer from freckles"? Harrison, yellow.
Pippi Longstocking.
Correct. Harrison.
Theme 100.
Theme for 100. What book focuses on survival, strength, and hope in the face of utter disaster? Lincoln. Go ahead.
Is it Long Walk to Water?
Yes. Correct. Good job. All right, Lincoln, back to you.
Miscellaneous 100.
What character walks in the morning with 1 foot in the gutter and 1 foot on the sidewalk? Harrison, purple.
Pippi Longstocking.
Correct. All right, Harrison.
Music 100.
In Billings, a musical event happens. What is it? Harrison, blue.
Salvador plays a violin.
Correct. And the last one, connections for 100. Which 2 books are based on true stories? I have Lincoln. Go ahead.
Long Walk to Water and When Stars Are Scattered.
Correct. Nice job, everyone. See, you guys did really good at that. I thought that board was pretty hard, and you guys really did awesome. Cece's totaling the points. After we announce the winner, Mrs. Gordillo is going to take a picture. She's been taking pictures this whole time, by the way, so thank you. And after we're done, I want you, everyone is going to go out in front of the library in the covered part where the little steps are. We're going to get a picture of every single Battle of the Books member this year, okay? And then we'll load buses or walk home. Sound good? Okay. When that quote was from Coyote was read, there's nothing like a good book to bring people together. It makes me think of this exact experience, and that's really the magic. So Cece and her entourage triple checked this, but we have, with a final score of 5,700 points, is Team Harrison. All right, so congratulations.